Jesus talk about the Beatitudes in Matthew chapter 5. And I'm going to use the Beatitudes to tell you what you are looking for. Number one, the person you want to marry, do you have the same core values? 2 Corinthians 6:14 says, do not be yoked together with unbelievers. Talking about core values. The more value system we share, the better the marriage. I asked a question on the prayer line. I said, if God gives you $3 billion, would that change the way you respect your wife? If one day your wife found $3 million on the floor, will she be submissive? Some men, when they get big money, immediately their life change. They go home here, cook me some food. If you don't cook, I'm not coming home. It's not 3 o'clock. You should have put the bell. Because now you have more money. Money and position magnify the person's character. If you are humble, money will make you more humble. If you are proud, money will bring it out. Money and position will bring it out. So it is important to ask, do we share the same core values? I told my children, I said, you can marry anybody you want to marry on the planet. I said to my children, I release you. I wish they will marry from one country. I'm from Ghana, come on, let's be facts. But I said, I'm a child of God, as long as the person is a Christian. Amen? Amen. But the more core values we share, the better. That's the first thing that people have to realize, that the people share the same core values. Number 2, fear of God. Jesus says, blessed are the poor in spirit. The poor in spirit means they depend on God. The poor in spirit. So ask this question. Is the person humble? Is the person transparent? You know transparency? Some people are double standard people. They give half truths. You don't know what they are thinking. Poor in spirit means a person is transparent. It's like if it's one, it's one. There's no hypocrisy. But if you are moving with somebody that you cannot trust, if there's a long question mark, please stay right there. Stop it. Stop! Your heart is telling you something is wrong here. Poor in spirit means that they are transparent. That the person has said his or her fault. Poor in spirit. Poor in spirit. They are poor in spirit. Number 3, people who mourn. The question is, does the individual, if the person's concern is to please God, everything that he would do to please God. The opposite is they are full of themselves. Does it make sense? Yes. And you know it. As you talk and interact, you know whether the person wants to live to please God. In his dealings or her dealings, is his agenda or her agenda to please God or to please himself or herself? Is God more in him or her, or I is more? You know it. It's a question that you have to ask yourself. That is people who mourn. Meekness. Does the individual think about the interest of other people, or all about himself or herself? Do they think about the interest of other people? The more of this we have, the next one, hungry and thirsty. How much do they care about spiritual things? We want to know that. So I'm running through the Beatitudes. Merciful. Are they willing to say, I'm sorry? Number 7. Pure in heart. Is a person honest? What you see is what you get. Or is there a deception going on? Or is there a double standard? Number 8, peacemakers. There are some people that when they come to your life, they bring peace. But there are some people, sister, once they come to your life, they set confusion in all your relationships. I know a lot. Even right now. There are some people, they are not peacemakers at all. You let them in your life, your peace is gone. Immediately they say confusion. Everything they will say is confusion all around. Is a person a peacemaker? Would they do anything and everything to bring peace? Persecution. How much are they willing to pay the price for God's sake in the relationship? Number 10, Jesus says, you are the salt. Do they bring the best out of you? Huh? What did you say? Huh? We need grace. Do they bring the best? See, there's some people that when you are with them, they bring the best out of you. Some people too, when you are with them, they put you down. Delilah, her motive was bad, but her approach was good. Do they bring the best out of you? Do their lifestyle encourage you to be the best that God has made it to be? Are they a salt in your life? Do they season you to be the best? Do they season you to live the way God called you to do? Light. Do you feel sound mind when you are with such people? I run this through very, very fast. That is the spiritual aspect of it. That when you are looking, go back and read Matthew 5. Take your time and run through. Not that people are going to have all of that, but the more are they growing into the Beatitudes? Is there a growing going on? Or they don't even care about that? That is the end of our session.